Welcome back, friends. I am Rugesh Prajapati from Lux School of Science, Bamanwa. Today, in this session of the Standard 11 Physics, chapter number 1 Physical World, we discuss about fundamental forces in the nature, right? And the some properties associated with the fundamental forces. So, what are the fundamental forces and the properties of the fundamental forces, right? So, as the name force, one force appear in our mind, right? Several kind of the forces in the nature, one force appear in the mind is a gravitational force. This gravitational force is common to everyone. All the objects are falling towards the earth due to this gravitational force, right? Viscous force, right? When the liquid are flowing in a surface, viscous force is acting on the particles of the liquid and it opposes the flow of the motion of the liquid, right? Similarly, tension force in the string. When we tied one string from the rigid support and at the free end of the string, when we tied some heavier object, the tension force is produced in a string. Similarly, force exerted in a spring, right? When we compress a spring and release, right? The force appear on the spring is a restoring force, and this restoring force is try to retain the original position of the spring, original configuration of the spring. So restoring force in the spring is also, as you know, friction force appear between the two objects are in a contact. So the friction force are a contact force, right? Electric force and the magnetic force also appearing on the electric charge, right? We'll see later on in this ride, right? Electric force, magnetic force appearing on the electric charge, magnetic force. If we consider the magnet, the force acting on a iron nails by the magnetic field is called the magnetic force. So among these all the fundamental forces, among these all the type of the forces, we are considering the four fundamental forces. First one is a gravitational force, second one is a electromagnetic force, third one is a strong nuclear force, and fourth one is a weak nuclear force. So among the all the type of the forces enlisted here and not enlisted, we are considering in the physics there are four fundamental forces: gravitational force, electromagnetic force, strong nuclear force, and a weak nuclear force. First two forces, right? Gravitational force and the electromagnetic force are related to the macroscopic objects, right? It was these two forces are related to the macroscopic objects, and another two forces, strong nuclear force and the weak nuclear force, is related to the microscopic world. As the name, it is these two forces are nuclear forces appearing on the particles of the nucleus. So, as you know, fundamental four types of the fundamental forces: gravitational force associated with the different phenomena occurring in the nature, right? All the objects falling towards the earth due to the gravitational. Electromagnetic force, electric charge particle exert the force on the electric charge particle, right? Is a electric force. Magnetic force exerts the force on each other, is a magnetic force. Weak interaction force, right? So the force acting on the particles of the nucleus is a weak interaction force and the strong interaction force, right? So let us start from the with the first force, that is a gravitational force. So what is the gravitational force? What is the gravity? Right? Can you define the gravitational force? Right? The gravitational force is a mutual attractive force between the two bodies in the universe due to its mass, by the virtue of its mass. So the gravitational force is a mutual attractive force between the two bodies in the universe by a virtue of its mass. Any two bodies in the universe, this mutual attractive force are there, right? Every body in the universe attract the other body by the gravitational force, right? The gravitational force between the two bodies is calculated by the Newton's law of gravitational. As you know, dear students, Newton's giving a law of the gravitational, right? Story of the apple falling on the head of the Newton's, right? And from that, the Newton's giving a law of a gravitational. So what is the Newton's law of gravitational, right? According to the Newton's law of gravitational, the mutual attractive force, or we can say that the gravitational force between the two bodies is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them, right? I repeat the sentence. The mutual attractive force between the two bodies is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them, and this statement is known as the Newton's universal law of gravitation. So according to the Newton's universal law of gravitation, the gravitational force between the two bodies having a mass m1 and m2 separated by a distance r is given by a formula F is equal to G m1 m2 divided by r square, where m1 and m2 is the mass of the bodies, right, and r is the distance between two bodies, where G is a universal constant of gravitational. Why it is called the universal constant of gravitational? The scientist Cavendish first was found the value of the universal constant of gravitational is a 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11, and the unit of universal constant of gravitation is Newton meter square kg raised to minus 2, and this value of capital G remains same at all the places at every time in the universe. So this constant is known as the universal constant of the gravitation. So from this we can calculate the gravitational force between the any two objects, right? If we consider the any two objects having a mass m1 is equal to 10 kg, m2 is equal to 25 kg, separated at a distance r is equal to 10 meter, we just put our values on this formula, we can calculate the universal gravitational force between these two objects. So this formula is known as the mathematical form of the gravitational force. We can calculate the gravitational force with this formula. Now we discuss about some important properties of the gravitational force. So what is the gravitational force? You know. Now we study about some important facts regarding a gravitational force. Right? The gravitational force is a universal force. Why it is called the universal force? Because the gravitational force is exerted in a smaller particles like a proton, neutron, electron, as well as the gravitational force is exerted on the larger objects like stars, planets, all the things. We can say that the gravitational force is exerted in every object in the universe. So it is called the universal force. The gravitational force is a attractive force. The gravitational force between the two objects is a mutual attractive type force. The gravitational force is a long range force. The objects which are at any distance, the gravitational force is exerted between them. So the range of the gravitational force is a infinite, right? The intermediate medium does not require to exert the gravitational force. The interliving medium does not require to exert a gravitational force if the medium is there or not, right? The gravitational force is exerted on that. So when the two objects are in a space, there is no medium, the gravitational force is there. When we place our two objects in the water, the gravitational force is there. So interliving medium does not require to exert a gravitational force. The gravitational force between the two objects does not depend on the presence of the third object, right? Gravitational force between the two bodies does not depend on the presence of the third body. The gravitational force is a central force. Why it is called the gravitational force is a central force? Right, because the gravitational force acts along the line joining the center of two bodies, right? The direction of this gravitational force, the direction of this attractive type force is in the direction of the line joining the center of two bodies. So the gravitational force is also called a central force. The gravitational force is also a conservative force. So what do you mean by the conservative force? The work done against the gravitational force does not depend on the path, right? So the gravitational force is called the conservative force. And finally, right, the gravitational force is the weakest force among all the fundamental force. The value of gravitational force is very small compared to the another type of the fundamental forces. So it is considered as a weakest force among all the fundamental forces. So as the gravitational force is the weakest force among all the fundamental forces, but we cannot neglect the effect of the gravitational force. Why? Because some examples of the gravitational force we can stand on the surface of the earth due to the gravitational force, right? Some other examples are there. Every object falling towards the surface of the earth due to the gravitational force, right? Another, the planets, all the planets are revolving around the sun due to the gravitational force between the planets and the sun, right? So, and another most important technological application of the gravitational force is a satellite. The satellite, all the satellite revolving around the earth is due to the gravitational force. Newton was first invented the concept of the gravitational force, and then after it will be possible to launch a satellite on the space around the earth, right? Some other examples are there. Tides in a sea also due to the gravitational force of a moon and earth, right? So we cannot neglect the gravitational force. So I hope you understand what is the gravitational force and the some of the basic properties of the gravitational force, right? Now we will see how we calculate the gravitational force between the two objects. Calculate the gravitational force between the two objects having a mass 10 kg and 25 kg separated at a distance 10 meter. Right? So here given the data, mass of the first object is a 10 kg, mass of the second object is a 25 kg, and the distance between two objects is a 10 meter. So according to the formula, right, F is equal to G m1 m2 divided by r square. Take the value of G is equal to constant 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11. So here we place the value G is equal to 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11 into mass of the first object 10 into mass of the second object 25 divided by 10 square. We get the value 16.67 into 10 raised to minus 11. The unit of the gravitational force is a Newton. Similarly, you can calculate the gravitational force between the two objects like this. Right, same example you can do it yourself also. Calculate the gravitational force between the two objects having a mass 100 kg and 500 kg separated at a distance 5 kilometer. Remember one thing here, you need to convert a 5 kilometer distance into the meter. So you will take a, instead of taking a 5 kilometer, you will take a distance of the 5000 meter, right? So you have to remember this conversion, right? And calculate the gravitational force between these two objects, right? So I hope that you know understand about how we can calculate the gravitational force between the two objects, right?